Hi guys, welcome back, Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage / Gateway to Glimmer Reignited. And in the last episode, where I was all washed up, I couldn't find the seaweed in Aquaria Towers, but we eventually did in order to get the skill point. We also got a trophy for killing all the robo-sharks in the level, which is optional because you would already have the super flame at that point. Why would you, unless you want to get them out of the way, because they can one-hit kill you. Which actually did happen. It was our first death, and the reason why I'm taking to explain all this is because that was also our first water level. And it took us longer than it was expected, despite being a very small level. But we did it, and we are now able to face off with Ripto. We're able to break the seal off of this door that he's probably enchanted to lock with the 6 of the 14 talismans, all 6 of Summer Forest. We can now go onwards.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have 6 talismans, this door will open. Okay, Spyro. Jump through that hole in the floor to get down to Crush's dungeon. I'll help you by tossing sheep through the hole, if I can catch them. Good luck.
You know, that's something I've been forgetting to do. Most NPCs have extra dialogue if you do talk to them a second time after the auto, before you do something, but that's something I've been forgetting to do. I'll try to be a little bit more diligent on doing that, but most of the time it's something inconsequential and you don't need to hear it. But in this case, because it's before a boss, I thought I would. Crush's dungeon, because apparently he owns it. Well, they do own the palace right now, I guess. And yeah, like I said, these pub worlds are massive. It's ridiculous. Now, before we hop in, there's some things that we need to talk about here. There is a trophy tied to this, which is a Reignited exclusive that I may not actually get. Conservationalist, that's how you pronounce it. That's a word I don't normally see or even read. But yeah, that's a gold. Complete Crush's dungeon without hitting any fodder. So, I mean, it is entirely possible that, you know, fodder can get in the way of our attacks or may get hit by the boss. That could be a thing. Don't know if it counts if the boss hits them, but if we hit them, we lose out on the trophy unless we restart the level. We may not actually get this because Crush in the Reignited trilogy has been buffed. Or he seems more difficult, at least. Not confirmed to be buffed. There is more buffing and nerfing in Year of the Dragon, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But that's not all. We do have the original Insomniac skill points that are tied to this as well. We also need to perfect. So I guess if you perfect and not hit any fodder, you will get both of them in tandem. Both the trophy and the skill point. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Plus, later on in the game, as I've said before, as we already know from the trophies, you can get the permanent, so you can unlock something called the permanent super flame. Once we get that, it'll be easy, because we can just smash right through his defenses and whack him. So, that would be easy. But, how does permanent super flame work if we leave the level? When we had permanent super flame before in Spyro 1, but we couldn't leave the level with it. We'll get to that when we do. For now, though, let's give it a whirl.
Before you get to the castle dungeon, Spyro, I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see, last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
There, that's the last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How about 22475? That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Hunter, your bad luck!
Get off me, you useless buffoons!
And Ripto's not having a good day.
Why can't either of you? Where are we?
Personal space, buddy.
No dragons? Wonderful. Crush, go back and pack my bags. We're moving in. Say hello to your new king.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Why?
Oh my, I can't see the switch. I think I've broken my glasses.
Crush, go through the portal, you idiot!
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
Ah, so that's why we have to search for it.
Now! Go! Crush! Get the orbs now! Now, you despicable little creature! I'll kill you!
This is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Yes, I think so. We'll need a world that has an alignment much better suited to intercepting one of these creatures. How about Glimmer?
So, why remove and shut down the portal when they were going to go through it back to their home anyway to get their bags? If you let them go through and then shut down the portal after they went through, then they would be back at their home and the portal would be shut down, so they couldn't come here and do it. So basically this is all self-inflicted, and then they bloody intersect and steal a dragon and getting us roped into it. So everything about Avalar is self-inflicted. When they say that Ripto's causing havoc, and yet it's all just, you know, self-contained, because Ripto's minions ain't doing anything anyway. In fact, hell, that's why he hasn't got any minions, because they shut off the portal before they could get their minions through. Maybe that was the reason why they did it. But yeah, that means Ripto is literally just taking over the hub world palaces, and that is it. Oh, he's got his shield again. So yeah, Avalar is just a self-inflicted, conflictive place, and Spyro's just caught in the middle of it. Because, oh yeah, Ripto said he doesn't like dragons. Let's get a dragon and mess with other pools, which, by the way, that means they had 2 orbs as well, which I'm guessing got scattered somehow with the gem cutters. Maybe because the fairy scattered them around the level as well, which is why Zoe dropped 1 earlier. But now I'm getting a bit too into it while I'm not actually talking about the boss. But you can see what he's currently doing. Yeah, he stands on these panels that Ripto, I'm guessing, has installed around the place to power up Crush. And we've pretty much got to flame him when he goes in between the panels. When they're blue, he has obviously a shield when standing on it, and when he jumps, he causes shockwaves, which were easy to jump over in the original, but you want to glide over them in this, which makes it a lot easier. When they go red, again, he has a shield when he's standing on them, but he mostly fires. Pretty much the equivalent of your super flame. Now, the camera's not doing a very good job on actually locking onto him. I have to keep swerving the camera a little bit with the right analog stick, which means I have to let go of the charge. But this is how you would normally dodge. I mean, I guess I could use the slide, which wasn't in the original Spyro 2, it was only in Spyro 1. So, maybe, yeah, that actually helps, as long as I keep myself going head on. But yeah, once you flame him, that doesn't actually do any damage, but it does make him mad to pound the ground, which causes rock slide, and the rock slide is what hurts him, and I almost walked right into that. What is wrong with me? This is like Doggadog from Donkey Kong 64. Dodge the shots, and then get a pot shot him while he's just doping about. Right, so I'm actually doing really good right now. I haven't hit any fodder, well, fodder doesn't seem to spawn as long as you haven't got hit anyway, so maybe you will get the trophy, and the skill point in tandem. Nice, you walk toward me, you mug. But the thing is, he won't actually pound the ground unless you bait him into it, so try to keep close to him until he decides to pound. But he won't actually pound unless you're in range. I'm just trying to make sure he won't hit me. There we are. And then he decides, yeah, and then he decides to whack. The more damage he takes, the longer it will take him to actually take a swing. I hate the shock waves because I know how difficult they can be. Okay, you can just jump over them like normal. I've seen a lot of people have a bit of trouble doing that. Right. No, I'm not going to get in that round. Fair enough. Yeah, even though I could use the dodge roll, that was originally a Spyro 1 thing that was not existent in the other 2 games, and it is actually quite helpful. Because the dodging, like, just dashing around is your main method of dodging most of the time, as well as trying to catch up with him, because you can easily just slalom, but you get what I mean, it's like... Right. Can I get him? I pressed circle, it didn't flame! God damn it! I wasn't charging either, I let go of charge, pressed circle, and it didn't go off. Why is there such a delay in between charging and flaming? I'm just gonna say, for the sake of it at this point, I blame momentum. Come on, this is taking long. I do believe he moves faster. This might be weird where he's more buffed, because He seems to move a lot faster in between the panels, because I just cannot, I barely keep missing him. And I'm at the distance I normally am when I'm doing this, so if he stops running away from me, that would help. Come on, you mug. I'm gonna get you perfect. Got him. I had to actually press the circle button about 3 times there just to get one flame off. It just didn't want to go off. Alright. So as you can see, like from the phase we just did, some of the panels are now blue and some of them are red, so that helps out. I got him that time. Right. Just keep running away until he decides to pound the ground. As you see there, he's just trying to cut the corners. Come on. There we are. God, those shadows make it look like they're going to land on you even though you're nowhere near him. It's crazy. Oh, I'm going to go around this way, actually. Close in on him. Flame him. Okay, we're on the final hit. Just keep my distance, and I think I might have the trophy. Oh my god, I almost ran into the bloody acid on the side. That was terrible. I would have jinxed myself there if I didn't half realise while I was saying it. But once we're done, we should have both the trophy by not killing any fodder, as well as the Insomniac original skill point of just, well, perfecting the boss. So, until we decide to pound the ground... Come on now! Keep me waiting here. Right, let's go in a little bit sharper here. Really? You're not... Seriously, guy! You're... What the hell? He should normally pound the ground at this point. I'm not letting go of charge, because he's going to trip me out. Come on! My god, I've never had it go on this long before. What am I doing wrong here? Pound the ground already, you dick! Crush! Crush the floor! My lord! This is not helping my nerves. I don't want to get hit. And the camera is actually going behind Spyro right now. That's how many times I've gone around. I haven't touched the analog stick and I don't really want to. Can I use the shoulder buttons? No. Oh my god, just pound the ground already, please. What the hell is going on here? I'll let go of charge. No. Can you just pound the ground? Seriously, why is it not happening now? I'm trying to let him close in on me by letting go of charge, but I don't want to, like... Can I just get away from him? No, I have to actually let him... Right, I'm not charging for a bit. Is he going to actually take a swing at me or something? This is dumb. Have I broken him somehow? Take a swing, please. Thank you! My lord! That was ridiculous! I've never had him chase me that long before in my life!
No! Crush! You may have been able to defeat that simpleton, but golf will be more than a match for you!
Bring it on, shorty!
Don't spit!
Golf, come here now!
Somebody once told me.
Golf, come here now!
Ha! Boom, baby!
Golf, come here now! Destroy him, and make sure it's painful! What? Go! Get me out of here! So long, dragon!
What a wuss.
Oh. By the magic of talismans! In a book. We change flags. Yay. He shouldn't chase you that bloody long. I know you gotta bait him to hit, but I've never had him chase me that long in my life. I don't know if that's a reignited thing or not. Unless I've always baited him out before for the final hit. But that was ridiculous. At least I got them, but that's not the point. That was... okay. I don't know what to say about that, to be perfectly honest with you. But what I can say is that when Spyro said bring it on, shorty, even though it was Tom Kenny in the original as well, I liked it when he said it before, like it was like, bring it on, shorty.
That Ripto has caused enough damage. All his meddling has cost me a fortune. If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. Whoa. If Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind. In fact, I'd give him a lot more than that. I was a champion bantamweight boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that, and that!
And he's overtaken a different palace, so he's retreated. And funnily enough, that's exactly where we're going to. Go figure. Yeah, it sounded like we were helping out Moneybags in a way, but he's been such a dick about it. I'd rather have my gems back, please. Thank you very much. Pay up, please, you mug. But yes, we're immediately here. At Autumn Gardens, is it called? Autumn Plains, I was close. We've got some gems immediately to grab. I mean, Moneybags, you're right here. Why can't you not just grab some of the gems around here? Why do you have to, like, skiver from me, you mug? And Ripto's causing a lot of trouble around the place. He's just regulated to the palaces. We've already established this. And we also established... I mean, Elora pretty much effectively told us that there is no army. It's just Ripto, Crush, and Gulp, and we've already taken out Crush. So he's just buried under a pile of rocks for now, knocked out. We probably left him for dead, for all we know. Even though he wasn't in that cutscene when Spyro said, "Bring it on, shorty." I mean, he said it with a lot more gusto in this one, but in the original, he said it with a lot more sass. Like, "Bring it on, shorty." And I like that. That was like one of my favourite cutscenes. I mean, the animation in this one was a lot better, I'll say that much. It was beautifully animated, but, you know, I prefer... if I could have the original voice acting... I mean, obviously it wouldn't match up with the animation, so I guess I couldn't wish for, like, you know, the animation with the old voice acting, but I can dream. And I can see why they had to redo it all. I mean, obviously Tom Kenny's trying to go for a more serious, kick-ass Spyro, badass. But maybe it's because that they're good. Maybe they won't make a remake or, you know, a definitive, fixed, what we were supposed to have Enter the Dragonfly, and we'll just get a new Spyro 4 that replaces the old one. Maybe. I mean, Hero's Tale was made by a completely different studio altogether and didn't even have the same graphic style. So that might be a thing. Moneybags there again. We're going to ignore him for now. Which is kind of funny, because if I just head all the way this way... he's down there as well. Yeah. Moneybags is Sans. And he wants me to buy his hot dogs. Oh, I had to make an Undertale joke somewhere, didn't I? But yeah, we're not actually going to be doing a lot of exploration in this hub world, actually. I'm just grabbing a few gems along the way that are available at the get-go, because we've got some backtracking to do, because look what we have here. We have our nemesis ladders. And our secondary nemesis will teach us how to defeat them.
Hey, buddy, what's up? Wanna buy a hot dog? It's only 30G.
Well, well. I bet a rich dragon like you wouldn't mind cashing in a few gems to learn how to climb. I'd be willing to teach you for, say, oh, I don't know, a small fee.
I like how you're so cocky considering that you just literally tripped over your own money bag that was left up there, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Because Ripto scared you off the plateau. And, you know, you landed here breaking your back. So why are you just being all smug right now? I mean, is that why there were gems lying around? Did you lose those? Did you already have them before? I mean, they weren't in the cutscene, I'm pretty sure. But fine, another paywall that this time we're going to have to climb over.
You won't regret it. Okay, when you see a wall surface that looks climbable, like the one to my left here, just jump onto it and you will grab it with your claws.
Yes, the art of climbing a ladder is literally walking like normal, but on a ladder. I feel like Spyro himself should have been able to figure that one out.
Use the left stick to move up and down. Press the jump button again to leap off. You can also jump sideways onto another climbable area.
That's something that you may not get, which, funnily enough, I'm pretty sure the next set of ladders in this level will actually teach you how to do that. So, we'll give it a try now, might as well. I mean, I feel like it's a lot slower than it used to be, and it actually looks kind of unnatural in this version than it did in the original, I'm pretty sure, but yep, it's functional, it works, as you'd expect. You just climb walls, and this is what he was on about, just doing that. And we've pretty much made it to where Ripto was, where I'm guessing all this money fell out of Moneybags' money bag. I don't know if that sounds suggestive or not. One up! Give me that. So I have to make up the loss for that one that I got, that I had in the last episode. But yeah, we're not actually done. We're actually going to go back to Summer Forest. Because now we actually have our ability to climb up ladders, we can actually go and get that shiny thing that Elora told us about, which is actually that final orb, because it told us that there were 4 in Summer Forest. And these pads are pretty much our method on getting back to different hub worlds. None of this balloonist nonsense, we just literally warped there by magic itself, probably with the power of the talismans. cutting out the rest of that loading screen, we actually pop out of the portal that takes us to Autumn Plains. Well, actually, there are 2 portals, in fact. There should be a portal to Autumn Plains, or, well, portals to other hub worlds, near the beginning and near the end of each hub world. But it always spits you at the beginning one, I'm pretty sure. So we do actually have to make our way back yet again. Which, you know, does mitigate a little bit of backtracking. I mean, we're going to have to go into a couple of hub worlds yet again. Well, and a few more worlds from Summer Forest yet again, because now we actually have the ability to climb ladders. That's what we'll be doing before we actually start on Autumn Plains proper. Want to finish off one area first so we don't have to come back. Which means we'll be going back to Glimmer in the next episode, so that'll be exciting. But yes, we can actually climb up here now, so let's do just that. Shimmy, shimmy. And whereas we already know there are gems up here, so we want to go do that. We have to jump ourselves. But yes, bunch of gems up here. There's our orb. We'll grab that. There we are. Another orb added to our collection. That's the final one for Summer Forest. And that should be all the gems. Which it wasn't. I'm missing 10 still. Why am I missing 10? Well, we have sparks for that, so... It's back at the beginning part of the level? What? Okay, this is a bit of a problem. I must have missed some gems somewhere. It's probably in the water somewhere. Yep, we still got to go backwards. Fair enough. Is it correct? Yep. It actually... Looks like it's actually under the water here. Yeah, I might be right. Oh, I missed a pot! Alright, that's 5. I missed the other 5. Just to be honest, that was a crafty one. But as we couldn't complete it 100% in the first place, it doesn't matter if we do it now. So I'm missing another 5. Down here. Oh. Oh, wow! There were 2 2s that I missed. So I'm missing a red as well. I thought it was another blue I was missing. It's even worse than I thought. Okay, so where's the one red that I'm missing? Over there. Oh, let me guess, it's in that water canal to get that other orb that we saw after doing Hunter's tutorials. Isn't it? It's going to be over here, isn't it? Like, in here. Yep, Sparks is pointing in that direction. Okay, I'm on now. Where are you? Press the button again. Where is he? Wait, I can't see. Wait, now you're pointing this way. Wait, where are you pointing? Spyro's so confused. How am I missing this gem then? It's in here somewhere. Oh, what the hell? That happened again. Oh, really? Really? It was right. Every time I do a recording on this game, or on Spyro in general, every time I finish a video, I exit so I can make a backup onto an external device. And every time I start my file, I spawn right outside of Glimmer, because that's the beginning of Summer Forest. So every time I spawned here, it was here. That makes me salty. I mean, not so much that, you know, those 2 green gems that were, you know, down here I kept bypassing because I kept jumping across, but I don't have the camera pan down. I'm literally right next to that red one. That one triggers me. But, oh, and I missed the one-up as well. I am extremely every episode so far since the bloody Ocean Speedway, I've been getting triggered. I somehow missed the one-up, just blended in with the grass. Somehow missed that red one, even though I explored this area already. Oh well, at least we're starting outside of Glimmer, which is where exactly where we were going to start in the next episode. So, in the next episode, we go back to where we began. So we can go get that final orb, as well as go back to Sandy Beach, where hopefully my angst will come full circle, and we can start Autumn Plains proper, fresh. See you guys then.